Hey guys, Crudfrog here, and today I'm going to show you how to get Eleonora's Poleblade. It is a great weapon, especially when you're using it from the start, and in this video, we're going to set it up so that you have all the stats and everything to wield it from the beginning of the game. First, you want to choose Samurai. Alright, you know, it's important to name your character something with pole in the title, whether you want to do it Pole Man or North Pole or Pole Boy, or so it's got to have pole in it. This part's important, or else this whole guide is negated and it will not work. You need to name your character something with pole in it. All right, you want your guy to look like Edgar Allan Poe crossed with Satan himself. Let's get ready to rock, baby.
Oh man, too many Miller Lights. I feel like I'm dying.
All right, guys, we come out of the grave to Limgrave. Our first priority is going on the natural path and getting the motherfucking horse known as Torrent. And we're not talking about the downloading of songs, we're talking about the horse. Do not, I repeat, do not talk to this incel shamer here. Okay, he's going to make us feel like we can't get it in, and we do not need to hear that. We need Chads telling us we can get whatever we want. So we've ended up at the Gatefront Ruins. We want to grab the map, and then we want to run up and get the horse. We now have our noble steed. Open up your newly acquired map and warp back to the first step. From the first step, we are heading this way, guys. We want to go down towards the beach area to get some sun on these cheeks because summer's coming up. And we're not trying to go without a maiden. Just kidding, but well, seriously. But we want to come down here. You know, be careful. Drop down. Land on this. We're heading east towards the Spirit Spring / waterfall at this end of the beach. Ah, and here we are, guys. We come upon the beautiful item, Gold Pickled Fowlfoot. We will be employing the use of this very, very soon. Now, we are going to now we're going to warp back to Gatefront where we got Torrent the horse. And from the beautiful Gatefront, we will head down the path to the fork. Right away. Guys, we have come upon the beautiful fork in the road. What we want to do is just cut across Mistwood and grab this map here. Let's get it. Careful, for the frickin' grizzly bears are going to rip you in half. Do not disturb them, okay? We've grabbed the map. We want to get the hell out of Bear Town. So, our first destination here, upon getting another half of this map, is the Third Church of Marika. She is ready for us and willing for us to enter her church. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're at the church. We're grabbing the flask of wondrous physic, and we're grabbing the sacred tear to pump up that frickin' flask like no other. And I want to hold the horses for a second here, pun intended. I'm going to go over quickly what we're about to do. So we're about to go get both halves of the Dectus medallion that we need to use to get up the Dectus Lift to get to the church where Eleonora's Poleblade is at. The first one we're going to is Dragonbarrow. Now there's a portal out back of this church I'm going to show you how to get to. A lot of these guides on getting this weapon say, like, you got to do this guy's quest, and then you got to go here and do this, and you got to complete the quest. You don't need to do any quest. All you got to do is get to this church, man. I don't know what the hell they're smoking. They got to get off the stuff, because you only need to get to this church and kick the shit out of Eleonora to get the blade. We see this sexy statue of Marika. All right, if you talk to the blackguard at the Boil Prawn Shack, you'll know how he feels about her. We're going out back here, and we're sticking our finger inside of this portal, and we're hoping to hell that it's sanitary and we're not going to catch anything from it. Oh my god, we're at Dragonbarrow. Now, what we're going to do from right here is just head right on down the hill, guys. Oh, and there's a frickin' golden seed, man. That's what I'm talking about. Now be careful here. There's all these little fish, and they're really deceitful because they'll one-shot you, even though they're little fish. All right, another site of grace here right before the bridge, guys. I'm going to grab it because, you know, we don't want to get our asses kicked around here and then have to start from a place that is not Dragonbarrow. On the map, this is where we are, the Faroth Great Bridge. We're going across the bridge. We're going to get past this stinking dragon. He is a chump. Don't let him fool you. He packs a punch, but he has got the slowest reaction time of anybody in the world. You even have time to hit him in the knee with your sword. And I missed. And coming down the natural path, we see a big, stiff tree. We're going out back of the tree and using a spirit spring. And up the spirit spring we go. Whoa! I can see my house from here. Let's go. Up to Fort Faroth is our destination. We've got another beautiful site of grace. Now let's touch it and get this show on the road. Now the two items we're getting here are the one half of the Dectus medallion and also a extremely OP, especially for this early in the game, talisman, Radagon Sword Seal. Now that Sword Seal is going to bring our strength, dex, vigor, and I think endurance up 5 points each. So we will then meet the strength requirements for the weapon. We'll almost meet the dex requirements. Then we just need to pump a few points into dex and then, 11 points into arcane, or was it 12? Anyway, let's do it.
We're entering the dark and spooky cave.
There's a bunch of nutball bat ladies in here who are, doing prayers, and usually they are, but they're not singing in here. I don't know, maybe it's because it's dark, or maybe it's because we look like Satan. And up the ladder, we open this treasure chest. What is it? Is it an iPod? Oh, it's a Dectus medallion half right. Okay, jump down here, and we're gonna curl to the right, guys, and we're about to get Radagon's Sword Seal, man. This thing is nuts to have this early in the game. It's nuts to have whenever, but it just gives you so many free stats that it is really tough to pass up. Well, let's grab some runes first. Care for the rats. Okay. Now, across the corner here, careful for a big fat rat and a small boy. Come down. Okay, come across the corner and get Radagon's Sword Seal. I like to quit out the game at this point because it resets the enemy's locations and you won't get one shot by the fat rat. You're ruining the guide right now. I don't got time for this shit. Now, down the hill from the site of grace, we have this huge sleeping dragon who does not get up. What we're doing is we're going to kill this dragon, and we will get a crap load of runes from it, especially when we crack our gold pickled foulfoot. I'm going to put it on my hot bar. Now, to kill this dragon, you need a bleed weapon to do it in, like, anywhere near reasonable time frame. We're just going to hack at the dragon and keep bleed procking it over time until it dies. Now this is kind of the reason why we started as samurai, because they start with a bleed weapon. I mean, you can be any build to do this, but you just need to get a weapon that's going to bleed this dragon. And every so often, the bleed will build up and we'll take those chunks out. 13k, man. At this point, guys, when you start to get the dragon down to like a sliver of health, we're going to crack our gold pickled foulfoot and we're going to keep cracking at him. Because it's at this point that we want the dragon to die, and when it does, we will get way more runes because of this foulfoot.
There we go! The dragon is dead, and Edgar Allan Poe has his victory over the beast. Look how many frickin' runes we're gonna get. 64k, and then even more, because his apostles die. Almost 100k runes, guys. And if we go crack that golden rune 12, what are we at? Oh my god, we're over 100k runes at level 9, for Christ's sake. You know, I just realized that our character, looks a little bit like Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm not the biggest literature or poem guy, but he has one called Eleonora. And that is frickin' nutball coincidence that I don't know, maybe it was subconscious, but time to check our stats. Without Radagon's Sword Seal, these are our stats. Let's go and equip that frickin' talisman. Boom. Now, alright, 20 dex, 17 strength, 8 arcane. We need 12 strength, which we meet that requirement, absolutely. We need 19 dex. Holy hell, we meet that requirement now. So now the only stat we need to pump up is arcane, and we have more than enough runes to do that. We're taking our arcane all the way up to 20. You can even go more than that if you want, but at this point it's up to your leisure to decide what stats to pump. I might do some vigor, just so we have some health. And then you know what? Since this weapon is primarily like a bleed proc weapon, you want a lot of dex and arcane. So I'm just going to pump a bunch of frickin' arcane, man. Guys, we're heading back to the Third Church of America. We got to confess our sins. We were watching some really strange Rule 51 stuff, or whatever they call it, from the Third Church of America.
We are heading south down this path to Fort Haight. I like to call it Fort Haight, because everything there hates you. Alright guys, as we're pulling up to Fort Haight, the small frickin' castle, we come and we get a sight of grace. I can feel the hatred throwing through my veins. I'm pulling up to Fort Haight, and I feel the rage. I'm about to get hated by a pumpkin head. Ow! Make your way into Fort Haight. Everything hates you here. Careful, there's fire, there's explosives, there's death, there's guys that don't like you, and who wants that on a Friday evening? Take out these wimps. Now careful for this knight. At this point you might be okay in stats to kick the crap out of him. He's got Bloody Slash though, which is pretty good skill. Bow! Alright, we're gonna elect not to fight him because he is annoying. I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna grab the next half of the Dectus medallion. Luckily, he missed me. You suck! And the rat doesn't even know how to climb. Open the thing and get the damn Dectus half. Oh! Oh! Ish! If you quit out of the game at this point, similar to what we did earlier. Oh my god, we look so funny, dude. You can now look at your map and the knight goes back to his basement bedroom to look at, what do you call them? Rude films, some people call them. Like an old lady would probably say that. Like, he was watching rude films in the basement. We have the Dectus medallion half, so we have the stat requirements to wield the weapon. The next thing we gotta do is stick on our frickin' boots and gallop on to Gatefront, or more likely warp. Okay, it is now just getting there, guys. Let's do it. Head northwest up the hill. There's a giant! Be careful! Oh no! It's a Roald Dahl character. Get the hell out of here. This guy's gonna try to blow on this, but we don't want him to do that because we're not interested in that right now. Oh my god, another golden seed. Oh, there's wolves! I'm curling up here. I'm grabbing the site of grace quick. Now guys, right on the map, we're at the Stormhill Shack. We just want to head up under the bridge towards Liurnia of the Lakes. Alright, we're coming under the bridge, alright? Again, you know, I've mentioned this in guides prior. There is a drug addict under the bridge. Do not talk to him. Okay, he's a liar, deceiver, manipulator, stealer. Okay, past this. Oh my god, she didn't even die. She's a celestial nutcase. Down the broken bridge. Up here, guys, we're curling right on the map. This is where we are right now. Past the dogs. Oh, it's more dogs. Shut up, idiot. Liurnia of the Lakes. This is where we want to be. Now, there's a site of grace up ahead. I'm not going to grab it just because I'm an expert tombstone scaler. But what we're doing is we're scaling down these tombstones, okay? We're here on the map right now. Go down and be careful, guys. These are graves. You don't want to desecrate these graves. These are people, you know, they died from eating too much and smoking too much and all that, you know, just like everyone else. Up the cobble path. Let's grab the site of grace, guys. And from the site of grace, I'm marking over here because we want to go grab the map piece quick. Don't be scared of the mutant lobsters. It'll take you out in one hit. They're nothing to worry about, even though they got ranged attacks. There's nothing to worry about. They're not going to kill us in one hit. It's fine. What the hell? I marked the wrong thing. Where's the map? There it is. Careful for these weirdos. Ow! Ow! Just northeast of where we got that map, folks. We are gonna, again, that is a wimp lobster if I've ever seen one. I've eaten bigger lobsters than that at the Lead Lobster. Okay, up here, we're at the Purified Ruins. And let me tell you, they are purified, okay? No bacteria in them. We're going to a teleportation device yet again. This one's gonna take us up to the beautiful college of... what the hell was it called again? I don't remember. So at this point, we're at the South Raya Lucaria gate, guys. Get on that horse and do a double jump onto this rock. We're heading west because we need to get the key to get inside of that college so we can get into the frat party. Ah, and we've headed west. Okay, we came under this little arch with this pointed building. And they're careful. There's a sleeping dragon. Right behind this piece of crap is that key. He's gonna wake up, and he was having a wet dragon dream, and we disturbed him. Oh god, you don't want to disturb a dragon like that. Go out back, exit game, so then we can warp back to the Raya Lucaria site of grace. Beautiful, and now we can get into the party. What the hell is this? Meeting plate, we don't even need that, we already got the key. Old news. Nice, dude! The parents just dropped me off at college, put $50,000 in my checking account. They said I can spend it on whatever I want, dude. Oh man, I'm so ready to get blazed. And we're going to be just going to parties and listening to the newest rap. Okay, guys, I forgot to get the site of grace. Let's do that. Dude, I'm such a fan of rap. It's cool, man. All right, go through this seal. We have emerged on the Bell End Highway. Grab this grace if you want to. We're essentially heading north. Okay, on the natural path here. Come to the cobble. Is that an old lady? Get out of here. We don't like ya. Curl around this big piece of stone slab temple crap that's jutting out of the ground. There's a statue ahead. Get past the statue, and now, guys, we want to be careful. They're going to start flinging rocks at us. Okay, they heard we got into the frat party, and they couldn't. So they're on all alert mode and on jealousy mode, okay? They can't just accept that sometimes things don't work out. Guys, we have headed up this hill, and this is the Grand Lift of Dectus, guys. We are nearing the end of our journey here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the side of grace. This is where we are on the map, at the Grand Lift of Dectus. Let's hoist that son of a gun up, because we want to be taken up to our destiny.
Please, Almighty, take me to the heavens, for I am a fallen angel, a poet, and a deceiver.
But I want that pole, baby. We gotta use that pole. Get me up there. Guys, we're heading forward. Luckily, these giants don't give a crap about us. Now, what I want to do here is head up this path, what we want to do. Guys, there is a fork in the road. Take the left side of the fork. And what I like to do is grab this site of grace, and then further up the hill, there's a golden seed and a map piece. Ah, the golden seed. Yes. Great. And further up, guys, we're grabbing the piece of the map. Nice. Now we can see everything. Oh, man, we're aggroed to enemies, so I can't even open it. That's great. There we go. Altus Plateau map gotten, guys. Now, you'll notice we're very close to this church here. When we grab that map, that's our destination, baby. But now we can at least see it. This, guys, is where we're going to get the pole. Eleonora's Poleblade. You come upon the church. Careful for these dogs. They are devastating. You're going to be... Okay, what the hell is this guy? It's a Lord of Blood. Wait a minute. Am I in the wrong place right now or what? No, this was the right place earlier. Come here. Come here. Oh! So she's not here. I think it's because we didn't kill her friend. I'm gonna take a guess, and Christ knows if it'll work, but we're doing things on the fly here, baby. All right, so guys, I warp back to the Agile Lake North site of grace. If you don't have that, just warp back to Gatefront. We're heading down to this canal because we need to fight Bloody Finger Nerahus. Scale down the mountain. Be careful. Careful. We are now in the channel. We will be invaded by Bloody Finger Nerahus. This guy is pretty devastating. You're going to put on the armor. No more joking around with none of armor on, because this guy kicks the crap out of you, kind of. But we're significantly leveled enough right now. Ouch! Rip! A little bit in, this guy's going to be summoned. Yura will come in, and he's going to come and help kick the crap out of Nerahus. So if you want to, you can kind of just, like, lead Nerahus around and wait till this guy shows up with the thrift store samurai hat on his head. Man, he looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat if we went to, you know, Macklemore's thrift shop. Okay, we're gonna kick the crap out of this guy. He's only got one Estus flask.
Dead. Death is inescapable for Nerahus. Thank you, Yura,
for helping Edgar Allan Poe. And it gives you a good weapon, too. It's a great bleed-blade dagger called the Reduvia. Now, right now, we are praying to anything holy. We warp back and go to the Second Church of America, and Eleonora will actually be there. Okay, she's making me look like a chump. We are praying. We got our butt clenched. Let's get invaded. Please, please, please invade me. Please invade me. What did I do wrong? Why are you not here? I don't have to do the quest. What do I need? A great rune? Guys, I'm going to go back down into that channel and see if Yura is under the bridge where he usually spawns. After that fight, Yura appears under this little awning up that channel a little bit more. Get the hell off Torrent. Talk to him and exhaust his dialogue. I'm going to go back to the church again and see if she shows up. If not, I was wrong about not needing to do the quest. Please get invaded. Please get invaded. Please get... What the hell, man? Okay, guys, she's still not here, so what we're going to do is we're going to warp back to the main academy gate at the college. We did have to do the quest, and this is so stupid. It's making me look like a frickin' chump. But the weird part is that I have a file I tested this on before making this video, where the only step I did was to kill Bloody Finger Narahus. Guys, so we head out this area. Don't touch it, just head out. And there will be a red summon sign. We are going into Yura's world and helping him beat the crap out of an enemy.
Let us send it to hell, for I am Lucifer.
I can't get on the horse. Gotta kill the Raven Mount Assassin. So guys, be careful here. Once again, you can let Yura do like some of the grunt work. And be careful, but the fact that we pumped our stats up and leveled up is going to really help us at these fights. Damn it! Get him! And he died! Did it work? Get ready to die, you foul beast! Pull out your trusty Reduvia, guys, and spam the weapon art at this chicken. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hey, guides on the fly, brought to you by Crud Frog. Reduvia coming in clutch on that battle. Okay, guys, we can now go work the pole, as they say, and get Eleonora's pole blade. And we even got an amazing Ash of War out of that, the Raptor of the Mist Ash of War. Let's talk to this guy again and exhaust his dialogue. Let's go to Atlas Highway Junction and finally send Eleonora to an early grave. If it doesn't work this time, I'm going to blow a gasket. Okay, guys, we're at the church, and... What? Yura? He died? What do we do?
Oh, she is here! Time to send her to hell, for I am the Lord of Death.
From above. What the f? She's dodging all my... You will go to hell. Get ready to get bled! Care, she has good bleed on this weapon, because it is a sick weapon. Get in there! Punish her! Dragon Shout, huh? Lower my defense and attack power. I see what you did there. Guys, or you know what? At this point, you can elect to cheese her off a ledge. So you can have an honorable battle and kick the crap out of her. Or we can go find a rock. And let's see which one's the best. Maybe this one, I would say. And let's do a kneeling tactic. Let's kind of kneel down like Neil Young. No. She died too! We got it, baby! Poleblade! That's what I'm talking about. We now have the absolutely feared and... Whoa, it looks like the rivers of blood in its icon. We have the feared and much coveted Eleonora's Poleblade with a weapon art that is rivaled only by the Rivers of Blood katana. And we have this in the beginning of the game, guys. Frickin' amazing weapon. You now, after following my video, have the stat requirements to wield it. This thing's gonna stack up that blood proc pretty quick, man. Good weapon, devastating weapon.
I am Edgar Allan Poe, wielder of the Poleblade.
I'm from an anime show. Guys, we have the amazing weapon. Go out there, kick the crap out of every boss, pump some stats into Arcane and Dex, and maybe get some Vigor too, because that end game is going to kick your butt. We're up close and personal with this weapon, so we're going to get, hurt a little bit sometimes. I appreciate you all watching this guide, guys. Go check out my other ones if you haven't. Right now, I'm cooking up a pretty long video, and I think it's going to be a good one. But it's not a guide, but I I'm very excited to put that out for you guys. But in the meantime, get this one out there. And guys, without further ado, that is going to be Crudfrog, and we will see you, or Crudfrog signing off. We'll see you for another video.